welcome to the Demo Dive, where I live stream myself digging through Steam's demo tags to sort the trash from the treasure. I'm CB, and I'm, well, mostly back. The Habs have hit round 2 of the playoffs and are currently playing against the team that one of my longtime friends and player in my main D&D campaign supports. We are way more chill about it, he and I, than the actual professional players, one of whom at one point skated into a goalie at full speed. Now, keep in mind that these guys are built and are also skating in bursts of speed of around 20 miles an hour. A significant punch-up ensued. Not the first, not the last either. Yeah, I know the stereotypes, but it seemed to have gotten better, the whole I was at a fight in a hockey game broke out kind of thing. And then again, neither team has qualified in years, so there's tension. And anyway, you aren't here for hockey night in CB's dustbin. You're here for the demo dive, which I promise I will be better with, even if my guys manage to get to the next round. Now, since I've been away for over a week, obviously there have been more demos heaped onto the pile. So I had to do some reorganizing and rescheduling, and a lot of was happening. Particularly since last night, another one of my friends and D&D players suggested Heartspell Horizon Academy by Dire Kitten Games, a name which has some connotations when you run D&D, I can tell you. Now, this one's another visual novel dating sim sort of thing, but this one's one with a difference. It has actual game mechanics. Well, it has match 3 stuff. It also has spiders, apparently. Or at least it has an arachnophobia mode, which I am not going to use, so if you fear spiders, flee for your life. So I would presume that, an arachnophobia mode is there for a reason. Thus, spiders. Anyway, there's a definite romantasy vibe here, as it talks about dating fairies and werewolves, and, look at the art. So there's potential for hilarity, so let's make a start. Sitting comfortably? Good. Then we'll begin. We got for settings, accessibility settings, font PD stereo standard, typewriter effect, large puzzle board, yeah, arachnophobia mode. Spice warning. Some of Heartspell scenes can get steamy if you want them to. Descriptions and art never become explicit, but choices with this icon lead towards spicier content. Hi. Okay. I'm sorry. I come from Tumblr. If it wasn't for my, to be fair, not even my not safe for work, the setting always helps, because some people don't remember to tag their not safe for work stuff not safe for work. I don't have a problem with nudity specifically. I'm not hugely interested in it, but I'm not appalled by it either. But some people really have to learn to understand why not safe for work is there. It's one of those things where you could be surfing at work or on a bus or something like that, and the last thing you necessarily want to be doing is flashing titties to all and sundry, even if they're not your own. Anyway, I'm fine with the spicy. I played all 4 Dragon Age games. The sex scenes have not improved that much. But they've always been there, more or less. Anyway, got it. Story removes all puzzle gameplay for players who just want to default Heartspell Archmage if people really want to. I want to experience the actual puzzle, though. It's like 3D. It's match 3 stuff, so not a huge deal. So I'm not going for Archmage, though, because it's midnight and I am underslept because, again, I stay up far too late watching the hockey. I think that and not having to watch them get trounced by the Carolina Hurricanes is the only 2 reasons that I kind of hope the Habs don't get to the next round. I'll stop talking about hockey at some point, I promise. Anyway, we begin.
The day is finally here. It's time to leave your old life behind and step into a world of magic and wonder. Your letter of invitation in hand, you step up to the shimmering portal in front of you with butterflies in your stomach.
I'm assuming this is the academy we're talking about. Off we go.
Earth recedes behind you as you're pulled through the veil that separates the world you know from the spirit realms that lie beyond it, shrouded in myth. A moment later, you find yourself in a beautiful meadow of wildflowers under a clear blue sky. Behind you is a dense, vibrant forest. In front of you is a towering castle, its narrow towers reaching hundreds of feet above you. As you take a moment to appreciate the scene, a wind picks up around you, coalescing into a small vortex a few feet away. The light inside it seems to bend and fold in on itself briefly as a boy steps out of it. He smooths his rumpled hair and then smiles as he spots you.
Hey, nice entrance.
Hello there. I wasn't expecting any new students this far into the semester, but I'm glad to see you.
Am I late?
By a couple of weeks, but we'll get you caught up. Oh, I'm Riley Galwin, and I'm the Welcoming Committee. Welcome to Horizon Academy.
Okay, so here's a question. Why was I enrolled late? Please tell me there's a story reason that I was enrolled late. I mean, fuck, even the turf wizard stuff actually had, like, okay, fine, the you're a wizard thing happened before school started, but that's a sensible way of doing it. I don't want to be the new fucking transfer student.
I use he, they pronouns. Would you mind if I ask what yours are?
She, they.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Taking a longer look at the terrain around
right
you,
there, that's
you spot
cool.
students in small groups, practicing a dizzying array of magic.
So, okay, taking a closer look at the terrain around me, why didn't I see that when I first turned up? I mean, I saw wildflowers, apparently, although from this angle they look more like dandelions with, good color sense. And then there was Zephyr Riley person here, and now all of a sudden for there are just students doing magic and I somehow didn't fucking notice?
Horizon boasts the most diverse student body of any sanctioned academy in the realms. Most students here came all this way to get away from the familiar. Is that true for you?
I'm new to all of this. Somehow I can't picture either of my parents being particularly wizardly. My mom does not need wizard powers, and my dad, probably too lazy to use them anyway.
Oh, how exciting for you. I'm envious, truly. After a while, magic just becomes a normal part of your world, but I still remember those first days of discovery and wonder. Please, make sure you enjoy them. Let's get you familiar with how we cast magic here at the Academy, so you can start learning from the other students.
Shouldn't a teacher be the one teaching me?
Well, Headmaster Galdrin usually teaches the classes, but he's not around at the moment.
So the lunatics are running the asylum, is that it? Where is he?
We don't precisely know.
What?
He left shortly before the students arrived and hasn't returned yet. But don't worry.
I'm sorry, you're talking like there's one teacher, and he fucked off before the students turned up. This is contrived as fuck.
Many of our students know enough to lead seminars, and everyone here has their own gifts and knowledge to share. You'll get a top-notch education regardless.
So why do I still have where did he go?
No idea. He didn't bother to leave a note.
Oh, okay. And there are no other instructors?
Afraid not. Galdrin is wildly powerful. He ran this entire place himself. So, with him gone, it's just the students and the school's enchantments. But the seniors are teaching classes, and so far it's going quite well.
It's gonna be a thing. This is. Yeah. I'm not sure if sounds great or sounds very bad is what I'm feeling. Like, you know what? Fuck it, fine. I learn better by doing anyway.
I'm glad you agree. It's been working out
Not
wonderfully
quite
so
what I
far.
meant, but okay.
New students are learning a lot, and I think it's actually helping the seniors to have this responsibility.
I don't know. I think it's something about having that much power apparently rams your head right right all the way up your ass. I don't know.
Let's talk basics. Magic has existed since the dawn of time, and a lot of it has taken on the resonance of a particular element. In order for the magic to work, the parts of the same resonance need to be aligned. We're going to be shaping the magic around us. Your goal is to shift individual bits of magic so that at least 3 of the same type are lined up with each other. Do that, and they'll put some power into the spell you're making. Make sense? Let's give it a shot.
I see what Marion meant about being able to shut off the dialogue in the match 3. I get the impression that it's a lot like the cheering on that your companions do when you're playing Dragon Age Veilguard. So I did actually switch that off, so be grateful. Yes, watch management, blah 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 blah. Yes, I'm aware.
Your first spell of the semester goes off without a hitch. A rainbow cloud of flower petals swirls around you, and you can shape the air currents they're riding on.
Hell with it. Petals in here.
Talented and fashionable, I see. That was very well done. Honestly, I'm relieved.
You doubted me?
Well, no, not precisely. It's just that the school needs talented students, more than ever.
Maybe you'd get some if you had more than one fucking teacher!
Getting into this academy was hard for most of us, and the resources here are fantastic. But Galdrin created this realm, and only he knows how to maintain it. If it begins to show signs of instability, we'll all have to leave.
So, okay, wait a minute. Hang on. Wait just a fucking minute. Not only is this man the headmaster of this school, he's the one actually maintaining it, and he fucked off to nobody knows where, and the entire plane could implode? This it's isekai with other romantic manga tropes blended with Strixhaven and run by a lazy asshole. Is there anything we can do about this?
The students will need to figure out how to maintain the realm ourselves. To think that we could accomplish what Galdrin did? Well, it's daunting, but we have to try.
It sounds like you think Galdrin isn't coming back. I mean, I'm sorry. I really have to wonder whether the man died.
He might, but we can't count on it. I mean to keep this place open, and that means focusing on what we can control, without worrying too much about what we can't.
He might? Oh, the headmaster who's maintaining this entire plane has wandered off who knows where for who knows how long, and he might not ever come back. But we can't worry about that. Excuse you? I want to see the Strixhaven founders eat him. Galdrin, I mean, not this guy. It's not this guy's fault.
But that's not your responsibility. All you need to worry about is making friends and keeping up with your own work. Let's move on to your next lesson.
I'm sorry, but, like, I get it. I get that you have to keep calm and carry on. But it's like reading the news right now. Yeah, it may not do any good to worry about it, but I can't even make me stop. I would feed this Galdrin guy to the dragons. Yes. Because they would take one look at that headmaster and be like, not only do you not deserve the school you have, you don't deserve the life you have. Nomph. The term is amuse-bouche. It's smaller even than an appetizer. It's literally just to sort of tease the palate, to be like, flavor's coming. Witherbloom could do interesting things to him. Thinking about it. That could be fun.
Before we move on, do you mind if I ask what you're hoping to get out of your time here? I like to make sure the school is set up to support the new students as best it can.
I mean, I do kind of want to be able to help people back home, possibly by turning various high-powered individuals into various consistencies of paste.
Hey, nice! You don't see a lot of that, and it's awesome. Lots of folks coming to wizard school want to leave their old lives behind. It's really great to meet someone who wants to take their power and go help out wherever they came from. You can see why learning the basics is so important. Shall we move on to your second lesson?
I mean, I'd love an option that isn't quite so enthusiastic, but yeah, okay.
Maybe I can help with that.
Ma'am, where is your skirt?
Ember! So good of you to stop by.
Ah, we're doing the on-the-nose naming thing. Bravo. Yes, I know. I read the Strixhaven book. I know about Liliana Vesh. Seanan McGuire does a very interesting Liliana Vesh. Mostly because Seanan McGuire excels at... I act like I'm very annoyed with you, but I'm fond of you, really.
I was on my way to the lake to help Constantine reinforce the wards there. Oh, is this a new student? I don't think I've seen you before. Good to meet you too. We're so glad you could join us here. Riley, anything I can help with?
We covered building chains of elemental mana. I was about to explain about chaos and pure.
Mm-hmm. Very important to understand. So you saw how elemental magic worked? Line up the bits and magic happens? Well, chaos and pure mana work the same way, but the results are different, and not always what you want. Chaos mana looks like this. It's everywhere, and it's dangerous. If you line it up, it'll corrupt the spell you're working on and set back your progress. So definitely avoid that whenever you can. And here we have some pure mana. Pure mana won't help the spell you're working on the way elemental mana does, but it'll fuel little helper spells we call cantrips. Here, let me teach you Cleanse. It's probably the most basic one there is. Cleanse destroys a couple random bits of chaos mana so they don't cause you problems. Other cantrips do flashier things like changing bits of mana between elements. You'll see when you get there.
Like I said, I am very much aware of Liliana Vesh and the various bits of history that McGuire included. There's probably more. It sounds like there are stories among stories and more stories about Vesh, but I admit that the only thing I know is from McGuire's books, but then again, she's a big Magic fan, so her stuff is probably, accurate.
Well put, Ember. Put as simply as possible, matching chaos is bad, and matching pure is good. You'll get the hang of exactly why as you get a little more experience.
I really wonder if I'm ever going to meet a character who doesn't sound like, I don't know, dungeon dating sim meets Mr. Rogers.
Oh, I see my friends calling me. I have to run, but welcome to Horizon. I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
Let's try another spell, and we'll see how you handle chaos and pure mana.
Okay.
Great! You avoided the chaos and collected the pure. Cleanse is a useful cantrip. I'm sure that other students will teach you different ones if you become friends.
Ah, so I need to make friends in order to learn magic. Great! Okay, so it's cronyism at work. Great, okay.
A big, goofy creature comes bounding up to Riley and starts licking his face, much to his dismay.
That's not a goofy looking anything. I mean, floof. Yes, basically. It probably just about covered her ass cheeks. Just about. Oh, and you can't see the floofy. Let me, show you the floofy. I mean, I can show you the floofy. Floof. I'll put me here. That blocks text options, but does not block, as for instance, floof. It's anime themed. It's always frickin' fan service. I'm going to pet the floofer.
At the slightest sign that you're up for pets, the creature runs up to you, tail wagging excitedly.
I need to find out what this is, and I need to throw one at Clarity.
You rub the creature's back and scratch behind its ears and under the chin. Its tail wags furiously, and it keeps trying to hop up to lick your face. After a few seconds of unbridled puppy energy, it turns back to Riley and nearly knocks him over with an exuberant
That's
pounce.
a very large puppy.
Stop that. Go away, you. We're busy here. Go frolic.
I don't know if that's bad voice acting or just the weeniest weenie.
The creature gives him one final, colossal lick across the face and then runs off across the meadow.
Oh, that's just the new school mascot. Pay it no mind.
What do you mean pay it no mind? It's a living creature that requires, like, feeding and pets and things like that. What is its name?
Oh, of course it has a name. Obviously. G something. Gilbert. That's it. Sorry, I'm rather forgetful.
Not great voice acting, is what we're saying here. He's adorable.
Is he? I suppose he is. That's good. He's always around, so I'm sure you'll see lots of him. Come with me. We can do this next bit in the castle. That's where most of your classes will be. One last spell, and then I'll let you run off and choose whatever classes you want to attend, and otherwise discover your destiny.
Dear God. I love a good match 3 as much as the next person, but some of this is fucking ludicrous. I mean, I know kill your cringe and all that, but this isn't that kind of cringe. This is just yeah, who does organize classes with Galdrin missing?
Oh, I do. There's not much to it, really. Just preparing the spaces, drawing up schedules, asking students to give lessons, and making sure there are some healers ready at all times, in case something goes wrong.
Can I help? Because you desperately need some shit off your plate.
Oh, how kind of you to offer. But no, I think I have things well in hand. I will certainly come find you if that changes, okay?
Okay.
Things seem to be running smoothly enough so far. I haven't heard too many complaints, although a few students clearly want to return home.
Why don't they? Are we stuck here?
Well, this plane of existence is rather disconnected, you see. The bridges to the other realms become less reliable the farther we get from the solstice. We're over a month past it already.
Then how did I get here?
It's good luck that you managed to slip through it all. Trying to go back would be very risky at the moment. So I'm afraid that, Archmage or not, we have a semester to make the most of together.
What happens if the realm falls apart before then?
Nothing good, that's for certain.
But we're not supposed to worry about that either.
But honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about that. The sort of destabilization we're talking about would take more than a semester. Even if the school ends up closed, we still have at least a semester to study together.
Oh, hey, are you new here? There aren't a ton of other humans to talk to. Wait, are you human? Scratch that. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I just got a little excited.
Yeah, I'm human.
I'm glad you stopped by, Charlie. I was about to teach our newest classmate about how spells can fail. Care to explain it since you recently took a class on that?
Sure. Whenever you move bits of mana around, that takes a turn. You only have so many moves before the spell will fall apart, so use them carefully.
Succinctly put, Charlie. Top marks. Here at school, there's not much consequence to failing a spell. But there are certainly situations where the consequences could be dire, so it's good to practice getting it right.
I hadn't been paying all that much attention until you said, and yeah, work that cleavage. I don't know.
I need to get to class, but I'll see you around. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's try one more practice spell, and then we can get you settled in.
Oh boy. There is no uniform in this place. That's pretty obvious by now. Yeah, each move takes a turn, run out of turns, and the spell fails. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Alright, I think your orientation is complete. You're a little behind the other students, but it shouldn't take too long to catch up. Come with me, I'll show you to the dorms. Speaking of, all that spell casting has given you enough experience to improve at an aspect of magic.
Yeah, how do I do that?
If you open up the lessons page of your spellbook, you can commit your experience to improving in an area of your choice. Go ahead and do that now.
Oh, I have 3. Yes, pure, and time. Done.
Wonderful. Here we are at the dorms. Everyone lives
That's-
here while we're at the academy.
That's exceptionally pink.
Definitely please make an effort to meet the other students. They can teach you cantrips and magical styles from their own cultures.
Magical styles now?
I'm sure you've noticed that while lining up 3 bits of magic is great, getting 4 or even 5 builds your spell faster. But the burst of mana from those 4 or 5-piece chains of mana can be shaped to do even more helpful things.
Do you have a magical style?
Oh, I suppose. I've never really thought of it as a style, but I do love taking things slow and really studying magic as I use it. And this is your room. The students are all generally friendly, so don't hesitate to ask anyone if you need anything. Speaking of other students, there is perhaps one more thing we should discuss that's a bit less formal.
What's that?
Humans aren't an academic focus of mine. I certainly don't know the myriad cultures that make up your delightful species or how they view dating.
How do other people view dating?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about before I send you on your way. I don't know how humans feel about multiple partners, but in the interest of limiting drama and heartbreak, I thought you might like to know that most students here are enjoying a social scene without constraints.
I don't need to ask this out of character, but in character me apparently has never heard of a polycule.
Meaning that if you do decide to date someone, they likely won't have an expectation that you aren't dating other people as well. Or that they aren't.
Yeah, fine.
Wonderful. Then you'll fit right in here.
It's just normal enough for me, but mostly on the grounds that I don't, Anyway.
Sorry, I'm feeling a tad awkward. Matters of the heart aren't really a part of the onboarding process, but with Galdrin missing, I really do want to keep any miscommunications between the students to a minimum.
I know what they're gonna where they're gonna take this, but I have to ask: is this weenie dating anybody?
Me? Oh no, far too busy, I'm afraid. Someone has to keep this place running after all.
I think a lot of people have dodged a bullet.
Alright, I'll let you get settled in. The school's enchantments will direct you to the right classes, but feel free to audit whatever interests you. Good luck.
Riley has taught you a new minor magical style, Careful Study. Matching 4 gems will generate extra experience points to help you level up your lessons faster.
Okay. I don't have anything else to equip. Friends who I know about them. Riley, he, they. Senior Twilight Fae. He's a fucking drow! Ahem. Focus administration. Likes. Tidy bookshelves. Vicarious accomplishments. Watching baby animals yawn. Dislikes. Conflict. Schemes. Irresponsible behavior. And you're running a school of, like, teenagers from a variety of species. You poor sod. Magic taught, cleanse, and careful study. Charlie, she, her. Freshman, human, focus, curses. Fantastic, okay. Likes, acing tests, her laptop, horror movies. Okay, this one's starting to sound like an individual after my own heart. Dislikes, jumping to conclusions, slacking off. Magic taught, nothing yet. Ember, she, they. Another she, they. Huzzah. Year senior, people, high fae? So that's a whole different kind of bargain basement tiefling. As in, like, not. Likes, group hangs, fashion, teaching. Dislikes, recklessness, bullies. Magic taught, excuse me, nil. Gotta stay alert at wizard school. Aquamancy class this period, okay.
Today's lecture is outdoors, where you can be a bit closer to the elements you're studying.
Don't ask. It's probably better if you don't ask.
You're yawning and letting your mind wander as a long lecture ends and students start pairing up for practice.
Does anybody in this... Okay, does any individual with breasts at this school own a top that doesn't, like, have cleavage down to their navel? Is that just not a thing? Oh no, sorry. The so-called high fae did, but she made up for it with a extreme lack of skirt. There is just gonna be so much fucking cleavage. No pun intended. Anyway.
There's a lot going on around you, but your eyes keep settling on a student you haven't talked to yet.
Hey, new kid, come here.
The voice acting is throwing me off, seriously.
You blink to clear your head as you stand up and walk over.
I'm Cassie. I saw you looking my way. What's up?
Hoping we could study together.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. I'm a siren, so I can probably get you caught up in Aquamancy if you're interested.
Why don't I have other options for this?
Yep, siren with a capital S. You know, ocean fae that lure sailors into crashing their ships into the rocks with our sexy, sexy songs. Watch out, or I'm gonna get you.
I actually think those are harem pants, but see, I don't want anything to do with this, but please don't sound rude. I'm not liking some of them. Please don't.
Oh, did I scare you? Don't be scared. I'm really nice.
It's not that I'm scared. It's just you'd be really disappointed because you're not going to lure me with sexy anything.
And you're not even in a boat, so what's the worst that could happen? I guess I could lure you into a rock and make you stub your toe.
Me? Definitely not. I mean, not with sexy songs. There's this whole thing on Tumblr about sirens actually singing about what you desire most. So, you know, like Lego, probably. Anyway.
But what I'd rather do is practice some magic. This being school and all.
That sounds great. Yes, thank you.
I could use a warm-up, and I'm guessing that you don't know a lot of undersea spells. Let's start with a simple water shipping spell.
After you take a turn, Cassie takes a turn for you. What? Okay, that is a thing. Why?
I see a good one.
Okay, that is a thing.
Ooh, how about? I see a good one.
You know, I'm not really fond of games that I don't have to play.
Ooh, how about?
Okay.
Ooh, do you see it?
Oh, and I guess I can't use cleanse. Well, she's got me. Great. Fantastic.
I see a good one. Ooh, how about?
Um.
I know.
Cassie effortlessly summons an orb of water from a nearby
No,
waterfall.
it already
and you take
is
turns
switched
shaping
off.
it into various forms.
It's worse if you don't have it switched off.
She goes first, making a simple fish that swims through the air.
Jerk.
Oh, that reminds me of my friend back home, Mr. Pins.
Cassie adds a little more water and changes the shape into an octopus, wrapped all around her.
Dress. Why
Cassie
not?
gives it a little twirl, and the water wraps around her like fabric.
I love it. So fashionable.
Cassie adds even more water and shapes it into a fairly detailed copy of herself.
School of Fish.
Ooh, are you trying to impress me? Because I am impressed. Multiple objects is tricky.
Cassie puts the water back where it came from.
That was super good. And also I had fun. I need to meet up with some friends though. Later.
Cassie has
Bye.
taught you a major magical style, Radiant Storm. Matching 5 gems empowers some water gems to also provide pure mana when you match them.
It looks like my class schedule is cursed. Ah, hang on. Spells, okay. So now I have Careful Study, Radiant Storm, that's cool, yep. Friends, Cassie. Freshman year, Siren, Focus Compulsion, likes singing, adoration, playing with her food. Given, that's a little potentially on the nose. Dislikes self-control. Oh lord. Magic taught Radiant Storm. Okay, fine. Let's talk to Charlie. Is Charlie a little less? I don't know. Whatever this is. I'm just trying to. That's just doing it randomly.
Amidst the sea of fey bodies and fashion, Charlie's easy to spot. She sees you too and waves enthusiastically as she runs over.
Hi there. You're the new kid, right?
Yep, we met on my first day, which is technically, I think, still today. It's evening now.
I remember. There aren't a ton of other humans here after all.
Yeah, want to practice together?
Yes, 1,000%.
Honestly, a lot of people are more interested in using class time to socialize or goof off. So I'm always on the lookout for a dependable study buddy.
Yeah, that's me.
I thought so. You look dependable. It'll be great to have another human to compare notes with. There's so many different people here, and a lot of their backgrounds give them a leg up. I'm excited, but also feeling very out of my depth.
Have you asked for help?
A little. This is my first time having to make new friends in a very long time, and I'm definitely out of practice. All these Fae have so much in common, and I feel like I just come off as weird.
Nah, no weirder than me.
Thanks. That actually makes me feel better. Maybe we can be weirdos together and not worry about what everyone else thinks.
I like this one. This one I think I can get along with.
Besides, once we're at the top of the class, we'll be sticking out for all the right reasons.
That's the spirit.
Hey, I've got an intro healing spell I've been wanting to work on. And give it a try with me?
Yeah. You must clear the 1 remaining research gems. Okay.
Research goals complete.
Charlie's spell is a very simple healing spell, good for fixing up bruises and scrapes. The two of you spend a lovely couple of hours hanging out as you wander the grounds looking for students to practice on. The spell works on everyone, but you notice it responds slightly differently to different species. Charlie takes very detailed notes on her laptop. After the two of you have mended every bump and bruise in the freshman class, and even a couple bemused upperclassmen, Charlie looks very pleased with herself.
So, you're a healer?
I haven't really decided yet. I'm kind of interested in everything. I mean, it's magic. Everything about it is interesting. But I do think a lot about how magic can sustain life. Not just healing, but stopping death entirely. Immortality. I want to find out how to do that.
Yeah, sounds like you got your work cut out for you.
Sure, but we're here, aren't we? We've got the collected knowledge of magic users from all of history at our fingertips. We shouldn't take that kind of opportunity for granted. Go big or go home, right?
Right.
Being at school with all these other different people is a great opportunity for research. So many different species, and most with much longer lifespans than humans.
Why?
How? Can we create spells to mimic some of their abilities and experiences? I want to learn about that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We did a good job with our first little healing spell, and that's a great first step.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work. I'm really glad I met you. I like everyone here, but it's nice to hang out with someone from the same general background, you know. Movies and smartphones, and learning magic from scratch.
Are humans so different?
A lot of the students here have some inherent expression of magic. Humans can learn magic, but we start from zero. That's why we have so much more technology to make up for it. But hey, you and I are doing great at picking up magic. Let's do it again sometime. I'll see you around.
Charlie has taught you a major magical style, Purifying Wave. When you match 5 gems, transform up to 4 random chaos gems into elemental gems.
Huh. I leveled up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. I'll leave those for now. Friends, what new do I get about Charlie? Yep, magic taught, purifying waves. Right, okay. And why is everyone avoiding that girl? Always curious.
A girl sits alone, focused on a spellbook that floats a foot from her face, the pages occasionally turning on their own. While many of the nearby students keep glancing at her, none approach or speak to her. She doesn't look up as you approach.
Hey, what's up?
Can I help you?
Could we practice magic together?
No.
Why not?
Because I am busy. And I do not need practice. There are plenty of other novices around to play with. I suggest you corner one of them.
Everyone needs practice.
Not me.
You sound important. Who are you?
With a small sigh, she flicks her wrist, and the book disappears in a shimmer of light. She glances at the other students, who are all
This is what I mean about the skirts, by the way.
You don't know? I am Amara Dardalia of the Quela. I assume you at least know who the Quela are.
No, should I?
Astounding. Simply put, the Quela are the most magically adept of the Fey races. We keep to the outer edges of the spirit wilds and stay out of the squabbles of the other civilizations.
Why be isolated?
Because you are all quite exhausting. The Quela are more than capable of continuing their own development without interference or connection to other realms.
Okay, but why are you here then? I mean, there must be things you can learn from the others.
You aren't going to stop, are you? I will make you a deal. Let us practice a simple spell together. You will learn a great deal, and you can tell your friends that you've had the rare opportunity to mix mana with me. And then, you will leave me alone. Forever.
Okay. Only scores points for matches with 4 more gems. Okay. That's gonna make life interesting. Damn. That I hadn't counted on. There we go. Okay. Looking at my setups here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this one. Not getting a lot of opportunities here. Aha. There we go. I'm getting nowhere on this one. Oh well. I think that's kind of the point.
Unfortunate. Well, I didn't need magic to know how that was going to turn out. On your way now. I have things to accomplish.
Okay. If you can call Amara friends. Another she-they. A lot of she-theys. Yeah, to be fair, that one I think was actually a little longer than Ember's, but it's all fairly average for anime design, but anime design is kinda, anyway. Yeah, year senior, people quella, focus transcendence, likes competence, solitude, power, the number 4, dislikes small talk, having her time wasted participating. Yeah, so, okay. So here's the thing. I like my match 3 games. And I like the dating sims. I just don't know if they go together particularly well, at least for my personal tastes. But I mean, I can see, I think, why my friend likes it so much. I mean, it's pretty zen, and then you have to break the zen to deal with these people, which, I mean, that's the thing. I'm kind of the other way around ish. I the voice acting needs some work. The arrogant one was probably the best voice acted of the bunch. There's I like a good romance as much as the next person. You know, Ace notwithstanding, but I mean most of that is just a no, thank you. Apart from Charlie, I can't think of any of them I even actually want to interact with for any extended length of time. And, you know, again, I voice act better than that. Then again, I don't know if either of us are what you consider professionals, but I guess technically they are, because professional just means it's a profession and you're getting paid, so. Point is, if I want this, I'm just gonna go play Bejeweled and leave the wonky fae people alone, because I don't want to smooch any of that. That ain't it. No. If it's two good games that don't go together, it's not a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't even have minded that part of it so much if one part of it wasn't quite so, like, I mean, you've seen me play bad dating sims. Badly written fucking dating sims. And I mean, I wouldn't buy them, I wouldn't own them, but I had a riotously good time doing it because, I was providing a lot of the voice acting, and that was fun. And to be fair, it was better than some of that. And, you know, this just does not inspire. Yes, but, you know, this one's mediocre verging on bad, to my tastes anyway. It deserves to be more if it wants to do what it's doing right now. But no, it's a mediocre visual novel with Bejeweled thrown in, is basically the it and the all of it. And, like, I'm not going to question my friend's taste. She likes it a lot, and more power to her. But I am going to finish this vid, and then I am going to delete this game and forget it exists. Because it ain't it. I have enough good, bad, and in between visual novel demos waiting for me to not need this in my life. And, you know, like I said, I actually have Bejeweled. I think 3? I think it's version 3 rather than, but I think the other ones are too old to actually work on any current computers. Point being, yeah, no. You know, I'm always happy to give a try to the suggestions of my friends, but let's just say that the person that I've only ever talked to, voice to text in chat, has a better idea of what kind of thing I might like than somebody I've known for like almost a decade. We have been playing D&D an awfully long time. I'm just saying. So, right, okay, yes, that's pretty much all we've got time for today. Thankfully, because I was not really looking forward to doing another one of those. I mean, this one's already out. My friend's been playing it. She's been having a great time. More power to her. But Dire Kitten is a sensible studio to a point, and seems to have left their demo up in perpetuity. Seriously, if you liked the look of this, or could get past the uh, somewhat crude mishmashing of different kinds of games together, maybe download the demo and give it a shot. And remember, my opinion is not the be-all and end-all, and sometimes the feel of playing can make or break your enjoyment, so try before you buy wherever possible. For those who like a text-based and digression-free review that involves no mention of hockey, that'll be up on my Ko-fi page shortly. Never a paywall, I do it for the love of the games, but maybe toss some folks in my general direction if you like what I do. I like the company. The review will have the embedded VOD, which will also be on YouTube to join my gallery of epic, ridiculous, and more than occasionally profane flail, in case you joined late or just fancy coming back to it later. Though on the subject of YouTube, I am pondering, a new project, sort of a YouTube only, because it's not really something you can stream. It's the match 3 thing that got me thinking, because those Zen games that you can kind of, for one reason or another, you can hyper-focus on for, like, hours or days, because it's the thing that is just giving you the dopamine right now. I have a lot of those, because you know what, you probably also know what it's like when only one very specific game will give you the dopamine. So I have a whole wine cellar, metaphorically speaking, of those kinds of games. I thought I would do little showcases of them. Thinking of naming it something like Hyperfixation Station, because that's what I do with them. Work in progress. I'm probably going to set up a bit of a buffer of vids before I actually post it to anywhere, but I think it could be a fun idea. Presuming I actually have anything remotely like the time or the spoons. But, it's something to do while the hockey is on, so I don't wind up vibrating in my seat and fighting too hard not to yell loud enough to wake the neighbors. Anyway, on that subject, the backlog burrow will be on hold until either the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs or the Habs get knocked out of the playoffs, whichever comes first. I can hope for the former, but honestly, I'm pretty certain that the Carolina Hurricanes will be the ones winning the Eastern Conference this year. Anyway, I'm moving the burrow to something a little more recent when I pick it up again. I just picked up Mixtape. You've probably heard of it. It's been all over the game news lately. And it'd be nice to have someone to laugh with or yell at or whatever as I find out what all the fuss is about. As to the demo dive, I am back on my usual schedule. So Friday will be Magical Princess by Neotro Inc. I had heard that daughter raising sim was an actual thing, but I'd never seen it outside mobile games where the monetization is as predatory as fuck. Now that I can try one out without the temptation to buy anything, I have to at least give it a shot. It'll be either surprisingly fun or something I yell at. Like, I haven't been doing that enough this month, what with one thing and another. But either way, there's entertainment to be had, so I hope to see you there. Until then, or until next, have a good one.